And there is the tip won by the Lady Saints. St. Thomas Aquinas will come into front court. It is Hartnett with the basketball, directing traffic and setting up the Lady Saints offense. The defending state champions looking for a repeat here. Bishop Carroll coming out in kind of a hybrid, running straight man now, man-to-man defense. Hartnett at the point, directing traffic, looking to try to go inside. Swings it out to the wing. Instead, now they dump it inside to Thomas. She goes up, contested, but makes it for two. And the Lady Saints have the first points of the ball game. 7:24 to go first quarter. 2-0 St. Thomas Aquinas on top of Bishop Carroll early on in this one. Into front court for the Lady Eagles. Ball on the right wing with Ella Larkin. Back up top to Allison McFerrin. She'll set the point here. Swing it around the perimeter, wanting to look inside, but nobody there. Ho trying to drive baseline, gets cut off by Thomas, kicks it outside to McFerrin, thinks about a three, and will take it now. Rattles out, no good. Rebound Aquinas, and back come the Lady Saints. 6:48 to go first quarter. 2-0 St. Thomas Aquinas in the Class 5A Girls State Championship game. St. Thomas Aquinas working in front court. Off to the wing, Hartnett now. Wants to go underneath to Willegy, but it's cut off. Now she'll get it to Willegy on the baseline. Back out top. It's Townsell with it. Now underneath to Thomas, and a foul called on the floor. Allison Thomas hits the deck. Brittany Ho tripping over her. And it will be Lady Saints ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. They lead 2-0, 6:29 to go here in the first quarter of this state championship game. Hartnett wanting to get it in, holding it, finally gets it in underneath, and a foul called. Blythe Pearson starting to go up with it, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two for the Lady Saints. Ella Larkin called for it, freshman for Bishop Carroll.
Pearson at the line.
Pearson makes the first. 3-0 now, Lady Saints. You're watching state championship basketball here on 810varsity.com. Second free throw from Blythe Pearson is good. And St. Thomas Aquinas now on top 4-0 over Bishop Carroll. 6:24 to go first quarter as Allison McFerrin brings it across half court for the Lady Eagles. Bishop Carroll, the 4 seed in this tournament, upset Liberal yesterday. Into the lane, McFerrin elevates for two. No, rebound comes down to Aquinas. Back down quickly come the Lady Saints. Passing ahead, Serena Willegy with it. She'll drive, elevate for two. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound back to Bishop Carroll, and pressing the tempo ahead is Allison McFerrin. McFerrin off to the wing, bounce pass inside to Ho. She's guarded there by Thomas. She goes around her, but loses control of the ball, and that's a turnover. It will go back to St. Thomas Aquinas, and up comes Hartnett ahead to Willegy on the wing. Inside, and 2 points for Elena Townsell, and St. Thomas Aquinas takes a 6-0 lead and causes a timeout to be called on the floor by Bishop Carroll. 5:41 to go first quarter. Bishop Carroll trails St. Thomas Aquinas 6-0 in the girls Class 5A state championship game here on 810varsity.com.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education. With small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors, Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Back to Landon Arena here on 810varsity.com. Kansas Class 5A state championship basketball. Pass right wing. McFerrin with it for Bishop Carroll. They trail this game 6-0. St. Thomas Aquinas running man-to-man defense. Ball up on the elbow, handoff to McFerrin. She'll step back, a long two on the way. Rattles out, no good. Rebound comes down, fought for on the floor, picked up by Thomas, and now it's fumbled away. Still a scramble for the ball. And finally, a jump ball is called with 5:10 to go here in the first. Possession arrow will favor the Lady Eagles of Bishop Carroll as they lost the opening tip to St. Thomas Aquinas. McFerrin to inbound. Down on the baseline, will throw it in long. Gets it in to Landwehr. Back to McFerrin. Right wing, Delanware wants to go inside, can't get it there, so she'll bounce it down to the baseline. Driving baseline, Bishop Carroll up, reverse layup is good from Ashton McCory. The senior puts the Lady Eagles on the board. They now trail 6-2, 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Hartnett gets it left wing to Pearson. Pearson guarded closely by McFerrin. Picks up her dribble and swings it left wing to Thomas. Wanting to go inside, they go underneath to Waleji. She's immediately double teamed, but turnaround jumper no good. Waleji gets her own rebound and a second chance opportunity. Makes it count. And Serena Waleji gives the Lady Saints an 8-2 lead here with 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Allison McFerrin with the basketball. Passes right wing. This is the freshman, Larkin with it. Tries to go underneath to Ho, and it's taken away by St. Thomas Aquinas. Here come the Lady Saints. They lead 8-2. Molly Hartnett. Bounce pass inside to Serena Waleji, and a foul called. Foul called against Ashton McCurry, her first, team second against Bishop Carroll. .404 to go, first quarter. 8-2, St. Thomas Aquinas leads with the ball underneath their own basket. That's inside. Waleji has it tipped away. It's taken away by Bishop Carroll. Hannah Landwehr causing the turnover. McFerrin now ahead. Three ball on the way from McCurry is good. Ashton McCory, the senior, with that three-pointer, gives the Lady Eagles 5. They now trail St. Thomas Aquinas 8-5 here with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Aquinas back down on offense. Blythe Pearson with it. Pearson to Waleji, the top of the key. She's working it around the perimeter now are the Lady Saints. Newly into the game, that's Madison Skelton, another freshman for St. Thomas Aquinas, a fairly young and deep team. Waleji and Thomas, the only two seniors. Waleji tries to drive, has it poked away, and now a kicked ball called. And a couple more substitutions coming in.
And for Bishop Carroll, number 2, Shuckman.
Chloe Shuckman in the game for Bishop Carroll, their first substitution. Madison Skelton will inbound here. Tries to get into Waleji, and she loses it out of bounds. St. Thomas Aquinas turns it over. 3:15 to go, first quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas leads Bishop Carroll 8-5 here on 810varsity.com's coverage of the Kansas State High School Activities Association Class 5A Girls State Championship. McFerrin drives into the lane, kicks it out, down to the wing. Brittany Ho will try to drive baseline, has to pick up her dribble. Hands it off in the top up of the free throw line inside to McCory. And McCory's going to be fouled. First personal on Waleji. That is also the first team foul for St. Thomas Aquinas. McCory goes to the line, shooting two, makes the first. She has all 6 points now for Bishop Carroll. 2:55 to play, first quarter. 8-6 your score. St. Thomas Aquinas leads Bishop Carroll. Second free throw also good. Left wing with it, Pearson. Back up top now. Wants to go inside to Waleji. Can't get it there, so she gets it outside to Skelton. Now back to Thomas at the free throw line. To the corner. That is Kylie Jackson newly into the game. Waleji down in the paint. He has to get it back out, swinging it around. Left wing, quick drive by Skelton. Good pass underneath to Allison Thomas. She'll lay it in for two. Excellent look by the freshman Madison Skelton for St. Thomas Aquinas. 10-7 Saints, 2:14 to go, first quarter. Bishop Carroll back in front court with it. McCory, she drives down to the baseline, picks it up, and has to pass it back out to Allison McFerrin. They almost turned it over, did the Lady Eagles. McFerrin now will try to drive and back out, reset the offense now for the Lady Eagles. 1:55 to go, first quarter. 10-7 St. Thomas Aquinas with the advantage over Bishop Carroll. Into the lane, a running two, no good, but an offensive board and a foul. Chloe Shuckman tried the running layup for Bishop Carroll, wasn't able to get it in, but the rebound was grabbed by McCory, and then she was fouled. Foul went against Blythe Pearson. That is her first. Team second for St. Thomas Aquinas. Slaps the ball, sending the girls in motion. And still holding it. Now she'll toss it in long. Gets it into Schuckman. Back to McFerrin to set up the offense for the Lady Eagles. A baseline jumper is good for McCory. She has all 9 of Bishop Carroll's points. They trail in this game 10-9 with a minute and a half to play. Dumping underneath. Wileggi with it. Back outside. Hartnett will drive to the free throw line. Get it back out. Quickly moving the ball around the perimeter are St. Thomas Aquinas. The Lady Saints dump it underneath. Good movement away from the ball, and it's good from Elena Townsell. The Lady Saints doing an excellent job of sharing the basketball, and they now lead 12-9 and have assisted on almost every basket they've made. A minute to go first quarter. Into the lane. McFerrin up for 2. No good. Rebound Aquinas. Skelton Wileggi will drive the baseline. Pass it back out to Townsell. Townsell up for 2 and good. Elena Townsell now with 6 and is a 14-9 St. Thomas Aquinas lead. 34 seconds to play in the first quarter. Allison McFerrin passes off right wing here. Lady Eagles trying to get something going here on offense. And a foul called. Underneath, hitting the deck was Elena Townsell, and she's going to get called for it. That is her first. Team foul number 3. Brittany Ho checks back in. Checking out is Hannah Landwehr for Bishop Carroll. McFerrin throws it in long, gets it to Landwehr. Right wing with it is Ella Larkin, the freshman. The whistle away from the ball. And the official going to the scorer's table. Having a quick discussion here. Not sure what the delay is about, but in the meantime, we'll go ahead and inbound. Wait. Bishop Carroll's going to do a quick substitution here. Get Ashton McCory back in the game and Chloe Schuckman out for the Lady Eagles. 14-9 your score. 15.7 seconds to play in the first quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas leading Bishop Carroll. McFerrin backing out looking for the last shot. 8 seconds here in the first. Down to 5 seconds as she steps back from the elbow for 2. No good. But rebound tipped around, thrown back up. No, and finally brought down by Aquinas. And that is the end of the first quarter. With your score, the Lady Saints 14, the Lady Eagles 9. We'll be back in 1 minute with second quarter action here on 810varsity.com.
Be seen this spring at the 810 Varsity Combines this April and May in Kansas City. Register your 40, shuttle, broad jump, and times for colleges, plus drills and instructions from the best. And the MVPs from each combine get an invite to the U.S. Army Combine. The 810 Varsity Combines. Get better. Be seen. Details at 810varsity.com.
Back to Landon Arena here on 810varsity.com. The Kansas Class 5A Girls State Championship game sees St. Thomas Aquinas with a 14-9 lead over Bishop Carroll. 8 minutes on the clock, second quarter about to get underway. Aquinas will have it to begin the quarter. Hartnett will inbound, or rather Townsell will inbound to Hartnett. to get things going for the Lady Saints. Hartnett dribbles into front court, wants to look inside, picks up her dribble instead, gets it back out to Kylie Jackson. Jackson back at the point here, still wanting to find a way to go inside. Now they'll drive baseline. That's Townsell. Passes it out. Hartnett tracks it down, and she'll pop a three and hit. Molly Hartnett knocks in the triple, and St. Thomas Aquinas with their largest lead of the game now. It's 17-9 over Bishop Carroll. 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Lady Eagles working with it down low. It's Ho. Tries to go up with it, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Pearson won the foul. That is her second personal foul, team foul number 4. Brittany Ho will go to the line and shoot two here. 7:22 to go second quarter. It's 17-9 St. Thomas Aquinas. Ho, first free throw is good. Serena Wileggi will sub back in. Kylie Jackson out for St. Thomas Aquinas. Also coming in was Chloe Shuckman. Or rather, no substitution made by Bishop Carroll. Ho makes both free throws, and it is 17-11. Aquinas still leads by 6 here. 7:15 to play, first half. Aquinas works it around the perimeter. Wileggi dumps it underneath a little bit too far for Elena Townsell, and the Lady Saints will turn it over. A rare miscue for St. Thomas Aquinas, although on the last possession they had another miscue, and Molly Hartnett converted it into a three-point shot, so it worked out pretty well for him. Allison McFerrin into front court for Bishop Carroll. Comes off a pick set by Ho. Passes left wing now to Landwehr. Up top to McCory, right wing to Larkin. Bishop Carroll just trying to find anything through this Aquinas defense, and now Larkin will drive, too strong off the glass, no good. Rebound to Townsell of Aquinas, or rather Thomas, excuse me. 6:35 to go, second quarter, still 17-11 St. Thomas Aquinas. Serena Wileggi with the basketball, swinging it from right to left. Hartnett dumps it underneath to Townsell. It goes away to Thomas, and Allison Thomas will lay it in for two. Back out to a 8-point advantage for the Lady Saints. 19-11 they lead, 6:15 to go here in the first half. Left wing, McCory with it, dumps it inside to Ho. Brittany Ho will dribble out, guarded closely by Allison Thomas. Hands it off to McFerrin. Allison McFerrin going to step back and reset the point. Now she'll go opposite way of the pick, drive the lane, lay it up, no good. Rebound, Allison Thomas of St. Thomas Aquinas. And here come the defending state champion Lady Saints. They lead by 8. 5:50 to play second quarter. Hartnett directing traffic is the sophomore point guard. Grace O'Keefe, a freshman, into the game now for St. Thomas Aquinas. She had the ball there, gets it off to Serena Wileggi. Swing it right to left, back to Hartnett. Thought about passing it back, but thought better of it. Picks up her dribble now and has to get it up top to Wileggi and back to Hartnett to set up the offense. 5:26 to play, second quarter. 19-11, St. Thomas Aquinas leading Bishop Carroll and in control of the basketball. Wileggi drives the lane, a long two, no good. Rebound tipped out long and eventually tracked down by Townsell of the Lady Saints, and Hartnett will reset the offense again here. Bishop Carroll not coming up with the loose ball that time, and it cost him. Inside, Wileggi in the lane. Turn around, double team, throws it up wildly, no, and it's taken away by McCory for Bishop Carroll. McCory ahead. Gets it to Landwehr, into the lane, tries to get it out to the wing to Ho, and it's tipped out of bounds. And will stay with Bishop Carroll. Chloe Shuckman checks in, and she'll inbound for the Lady Eagles. McFerrin checks out. Skelton back in for the Lady Saints. Down on the block. A run around, two-point shot is good. Ashton McCory, the senior, putting the team on her back. She has 11 points of Carroll's 13. Stays trail 19-13, 4:35 to play in the first half. Hartnett setting up the offense, directing traffic. Bishop Carroll still playing that man-to-man defense. Bounce pass to Wileggi. Want to try to get Thomas more involved, and now they'll set back up. Madison Skelton, the freshman, with the basketball, handling it for the Saints. Goes down to the baseline. Willedge has to save it in, and it's a turnover. Shuckman with it, pressing the tempo for the Lady Eagles. Into front court they go. Pass up to Ashton McCory. McCory guarded by Willedge, passes away to Ella Larkin, another freshman involved in this game. Pass down low to the block to Brittany Ho. She'll kick it outside. 3 on the way. No. But getting her own rebound is McCory. She'll put it up and in for 2. Ashton McCory, 13 of the 15 points scored for the Lady Eagles of Bishop Carroll. 19-15 the score with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Serena Willedge down in the corner for St. Thomas Aquinas. We'll get it back outside to Madison Skelton. Skelton with the basketball, goes left wing to Grace O'Keefe, and now driving baseline is Elena Townsell. She goes up for 2, no good, but Allison Thomas the rebound and the putback and 1. Allison Thomas, 8 points and 5 rebounds already for her with 3:11 to go in the second quarter, and she has an opportunity to convert a 3-point play for St. Thomas Aquinas. A couple of substitutions coming in here. Molly Hartnett checks back in. And for Bishop Carroll, Rebecca Hageman checks in. Allison Thomas at the line. Free throw is good. She's got 9 now. 22-15 your score. St. Thomas Aquinas with the advantage. 3:11 to go, first half. Allison McFerrin checks back in for Carroll, brings the ball up. Left wing Shuckman with it. Now down to the corner, Brittany Ho tries to drive baseline on Thomas. Thomas has none of it. She has to turn around, step up 2, no good. Rebound comes down, loose ball, fought for and won by Molly Hartnett. Now Ho goes to the floor, gets the ball, fires up a shot, no good, and then she'll get an offensive board and a foul on after the rebound. What a hustle play by the junior Brittany Ho for Bishop Carroll. 2:47 to go first half. 22-15, St. Thomas Aquinas leads, but Ho at the line shooting 2. She's 2 for 2 at the line already. Make it 3 for 3. Serena Willedge checks back in and sends Madison Skelton back out. Good rotation going for the Lady Saints. They've already checked 8 different players into the game. Second free throw also rolls true for junior Brittany Ho for Bishop Carroll, and it's 22-17. Aquinas continues to lead by 5 here. 2:40 to play in the second quarter. Foul call out away from the basket. Chloe Shuckman picking up her first personal as Hartnett was starting to drive by her. 2:41 to go second quarter. 22-17. St. Thomas Aquinas leads and has the basketball. Pass up top to Townsell. She'll go across the court. And St. Thomas Aquinas just trying to find an open look. They finally do. Willedge drains a 3. 25-17. It's back to an 8-point advantage for St. Thomas Aquinas. 2:15 to go first half. McFerrin tries to drive baseline and a foul whistled with 2:14 to go. Kylie Jackson whistled for it. That is her first personal. Team foul number 6 on St. Thomas Aquinas. McFerrin bounce pass in. Back out. Ho will shoot a 3. No good. And they're going to say a push on Ella Larkin. Reaching over the back of Willedge. And that is team foul number 6 on each side. Hartnett dribbles the ball up the floor here. 2 minutes to go second quarter. 25-17, the Lady Saints leading the Lady Eagles here. St. Thomas Aquinas on top with the basketball. Hartnett swings it quickly outside to Jackson, still trying to find a way to go inside to Thomas. She's being guarded well inside by Bishop Carroll. Kind of playing a little bit of a 2-3 zone now. Switching up the defense a little bit. Waleji in the paint, kicks it back out to Townsell. Double teamed, bounce pass towards the baseline to Waleji. Back outside to Hartnett, swings it quickly across to Jackson, back to Hartnett. Hartnett will shoot the three, good. Molly Hartnett, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first half, and it is 1:10 to go, second quarter, and it's a 11-point lead for St. Thomas Aquinas, the defending state champions, looking like they want to repeat in the worst way right now. A minute to play, first half. St. Thomas Aquinas leads 28-17. McFerrin, nice drive and pass. Ho can't make the shot, but she is fouled and will go to the line and shoot two. Allison Thomas called for the personal. It is a 2-shot foul as it was shooting. Ho is good again. 5 for 5 from the line for the junior Brittany Ho for Bishop Carroll. 55.9 seconds to play first half. 28-19 St. Thomas Aquinas leads. Blythe Pearson checks back in now. Second free throw, back iron, and rattles off, no good. Townsell the rebound for Aquinas. 50 seconds to go, second quarter. 28-18, Aquinas leads. Hartnett setting up the offense here. Now Waleji down to the baseline to Elena Townsell. Back out top to Hartnett. Hartnett just back by half court now. Holding it for one shot here. 10 seconds to play. She'll drive, and a foul called. Chloe Shuckman called for it. That is her second personal and the 7th team foul. So Hartnett will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1 here with 9.6 seconds to play in a 10-point game. Back iron, no good on the front end of the 1 and 1, and now a foul called. And we'll walk to the other end with 8.8 to play. That was the first on Molly Hartnett. Blythe Pearson will check back in here. Kylie Jackson will have a seat. Front end, 1-on-1, rattles out, no good, but an offensive board to Ho. She'll put it up back up in the lane, no. Another offensive board, outside. Three-pointer on the way from Landwehr. Too strong off the glass, no good, and that is the end of the first half. With your score, St. Thomas Aquinas 28, Bishop Carroll 18. We'll be back with second half action in just a little bit here on 810varsity.com.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Here's a fact. Each year, Colby Community College ranks among the best for graduation and retention rates at two-year public colleges. Students choose to complete their degrees at CCC for a lot of reasons. With growing online course options, strong academic support services, renovated student housing, and competitive athletic programs, it's a great time to be a Trojan. You see, at Colby Community College, we don't just enroll students, we enroll future graduates. And now, it's your turn. Call admissions or visit colbycc.edu to find out why Colby Community College students finish what they start.
America never stops. Thanks to the financial support of Farm Credit, neither do the farmers and ranchers who call her home. Since the beginning, we've been helping rural America show the world what hard work can achieve. But the job is far from over. And as rural America grows further, we'll be there, just as we have for 100 years.
Yost Farm Supply, with locations in St. Francis, Goodland, and Imperial, Nebraska, has a wide variety of New Holland farm machinery to accommodate your farming needs. From their state-of-the-art combines, tractors, sprayers, hay tools, and balers, all to go along with their professional and friendly parts and service departments. You can rest assured that with New Holland and Yost Farm Supply, you'll be farming smarter and not harder. Find them online at yostfarmsupply.com.
Sharp Brothers Seed Company. Family owned in the Heartland, Sharp Brothers has been personalizing its customers' seed buying experience for nearly 70 years. Serving landowners, ranchers, homeowners, and businesses across the region with years of experience with individual species and creating custom seed blends.
A trusted source for quality seed from quality people. Sharp Brothers Seed Company.
Hey guys and dolls, you looking for some good deals on some great furniture? Let me tell you, the Wolfman knows. Ow!
Tax refund sale. The tax refund sale is now at Wolf Furniture Galleries north of I-70 in Hayes. The Wolfman has 5-piece living room groups starting at $7.99, ready for you to have delivered. 7-piece groups starting at $8.99 and 9-piece groups at only $9.99. That's $9.99 for 9 pieces in your living room now. Check out the over 300 Lazy Boys in stock at $269. Don't wait. The tax refund sale is on now. Wolf Furniture Galleries north of I-70 in Hayes, open 7.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
Halftime here on 810varsity.com's coverage of Kansas State Championship basketball. Class 5A girls title game. Bishop Carroll trails St. Thomas Aquinas by the score of 28-18 here at halftime. I'm Justin McCluckey. Some first half stats for you. For Bishop Carroll, pretty easy to see where the scoring came from. Ashton McCory, the senior, 13 points in the first half. 5 for Brittany Ho, the junior, all coming from the free throw line. She went 5 of 6 from the line in that one. 28-18, though, the halftime score for Bishop Carroll. On St. Thomas Aquinas' side, the scoring has been much more balanced. Allison Thomas, the senior, leads the way. She's got 9 points, also has 5 boards to her credit. Well on her way. The defending state champions looking very good so far. 6 points apiece for sophomore Molly Hartnett and junior Elena Townsell. 5 for senior Serena Willegy and 2 for junior Blythe Pearson, a pair of free throws for her. So those are your halftime stats here on 810varsity.com. Coming up, second half action. Following that, the boys game. You see the girls coming back to get some warm-up in. Bishop Carroll will also be involved in that game as they will be taking on the Salina Central Mustangs, kind of an upstart team on the boys' side, the 6th seed, making it all the way to the state championship. At second half, girls Class 5A state championship action coming up next here on 810varsity.com.
Be seen this spring at the 810 Varsity Combines this April and May in Kansas City. Register your 40, shuttle, broad jump, and times for colleges, plus drills and instructions from the best. And the MVPs from each combine get an invite to the U.S. Army Combine. The 810 Varsity Combines. Get better. Be seen. Details at 810varsity.com.
High school sports fans, Trent Green here, and when I want the latest scores and news, there's only one place I go, 810varsity.com. Live scores, features, brackets, and even watch games live on the laptop, phone, or mobile device. Watch the Lee Summit, Blue Springs, and Park Hill schools, Blue Valleys, Olathes, Rockhurst, Miege, Lansing. The list goes on and on into Missouri and Kansas. And playoff broadcasts too, plus top 25, awards, and more. Check it out now, Kansas City's home for high school sports, 810varsity.com.
When do you think about your insurance? Chances are it's when you're paying your bill or filing a claim. At Briar Payne Mead, we always think about your insurance. It's what we do. Buying a car, having a baby, building a home, starting a business. Then it's time to call BPM at 913-681-099 or visit us on the web at bpminsurance.com. Great service and extremely competitive rates from the top-rated companies. Briar Payne Mead, 913-681-099. That's 913-681-099.
Back to Landon Arena, second half ready to get underway here on 810varsity.com with the girls Class 5A state championship game for the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Bishop Carroll gets the ball first. They trail by 10, 28-18 as we open the second half here. McCory with it, hands it off to McFerrin, and she'll set up the offense for the Lady Eagles here in the second half. Driving the lane is Larkin, up for two, no good. Rebound, back to Aquinas. Saints coming up the floor, Hartnett with it. Trying to go back-to-back state titles here for the Lady Saints. Pass right wing. Townsell with it. Now inside to Waleji. Front iron no good. And rebound, Bishop Carroll. McCory brings it up the floor for the Lady Eagles. Passes it off to the wing. Sets a pick now. Back to McCory. She'll elevate for three. Partially blocked by Waleji, and it'll go out of bounds and stay with Bishop Carroll. Thomas couldn't quite corral it off the partially blocked shot by Serena Waleji. McFerrin to inbound for Bishop Carroll. She'll toss it in long. Right wing McFerrin drives baseline. Bounce pass across to Ho. Turnaround jumper. Good. Good execution for Bishop Carroll to score the first points of the second half. 28-20. 6:45 to go, third quarter. But St. Thomas Aquinas on top and has the basketball. Hartnett up to Waleji. Back to Hartnett. Waleji sets a pick. Now goes underneath. Waleji on the block. Bounce pass through to Thomas. Up for two. Too strong. No good. Rebound. Ho for Bishop Carroll. 6:20 to go, third quarter. 28-20. St. Thomas Aquinas the advantage. Allison McFerrin, the basketball. She'll drive the right side of the lane. Looking to pass out. Finally does. Gets to McCory. Outside to Ho. Ho drives baseline. Up for two. No good. But a blocking foul called. She'll go to the line and shoot two. Foul called on. Second foul called on Allison Thomas. First team foul of the second half. First free throw is good for Ho. Now 6 of 7 from the line for this game. Second free throw coming. And that's good. 9 points for Brittany, 28-22. St. Thomas Aquinas still leads with Bishop Carroll. 4 quick points here to start the second half. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. 6-point game. Aquinas on top 28-22 and has the basketball. Serena Waleji working at the point. Blythe Pearson with the basketball. Waleji goes baseline to Townsell. She's guarded closely. She's back out. Dump underneath to Waleji and a foul call. Ashton McCory called for it. The senior called for her third personal, and that's the fourth team foul, or first team foul, excuse me, on Bishop Carroll, and a quick substitution immediately. Chloe Shuckman will check back in. Freshman, she's got 2 fouls of her own. It's tough defending Waleji and Thomas underneath for St. Thomas Aquinas. These two seniors led the team last year to a state title, looking to do it again as seniors. Right wing Hartnett will bounce baseline to Townsell. Elena Townsell picks up her dribble, gets it back outside. Molly Hartnett thought about a long three, instead chooses to direct traffic. Swinging around the outside, wanting to go inside to Allison Thomas. But this 2-3 zone being employed by Carroll, keeping the ball out of the middle. Waleji gets it in the paint, outside to Townsell. She'll shoot 3, no good. And the rebound comes to the floor and a foul called. Allison Thomas picks it up. That is her third personal. Second foul on St. Thomas Aquinas. Hannah Landwehr hit the deck for Bishop Carroll on that one. 5:12 to play, third quarter, 28-22. St. Thomas Aquinas leads. Kylie Jackson checks back in. Allison Thomas will have a seat. And up comes McFerrin into front court for Bishop Carroll. Pass underneath. Nice look. The pass from Larkin and the bucket from Landwehr. 28-24. A quick 6-0 run to start this third quarter for Bishop Carroll. 4:52 to play and a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 4:52 to play, third quarter. St. Thomas Aquinas 28, Bishop Carroll 24. Back in 30 seconds here on 810varsity.com.
About your insurance. Chances are it's when you're paying your bill or filing a claim. At Briar Payne Mead, we always think about your insurance. It's what we do. Buying a car, having a baby, building a home, starting a business. Then it's time to call BPM at 913-681-099 or visit us on the web at bpminsurance.com. Great service and extremely competitive rates from the top-rated companies. Briar Payne Mead, 913-6810-099. That's 913-6810-099.
Back to Landon Arena here at the Kansas Expo Center. 4:52 to play, third quarter. 28-24, St. Thomas Aquinas with a lead on Bishop Carroll. However, at halftime, it was 28-18, so Bishop Carroll is 6-0 run to open this third quarter. Aquinas has been silent on the scoreboard, and we're nearly halfway through the third quarter of play. Molly Hartnett will throw it in here for the Lady Saints. Hartnett goes baseline to Willegy. Serena Willegy kicks it outside. Blythe Pearson will shoot the three. Good! And that's one way to end a scoring drought. Blythe Pearson drains the triple, and it's a 7-point game, 31-24. St. Thomas Aquinas re-extending their lead. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Back in front court, Bishop Carroll. McFerrin wanting to set up the offense. Aquinas kind of spread out with the zone here, and now shifting into a man defense. Three ball on the way. Landwehr can't hit it. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes long. Brought in by Schuckman. Get it back to McFerrin. Now go baseline. Up for two. Good. Ella Larkin, the freshman, lays it in. 31-26, Bishop Carroll trails St. Thomas Aquinas. 3:50 to go, third quarter. Down baseline, Willegy will drive underneath. Brittany Ho with her, and a shot, 2 points, and a foul. Willegy has 7 and will go to the line to try to convert a three-point play here. Foul called on Brittany Ho. That is her second personal. Team foul number 2 of the second half. Madison Skelton will check in. Molly Hartnett will have a seat. Willegy's first free throw. Rattles out, no good. That was her only free throw of that trip. Actually, 33-26 your score. St. Thomas Aquinas on top of Bishop Carroll. 3:35 to go, third quarter. McFerrin in front court for the Lady Eagles. She'll back out, wanting to go. Now she'll drive, right side of the lane, curl out to the wing. Good defense by St. Thomas Aquinas, forcing her to not finish that drive. Brittany Ho will take the pass. She'll drive to the block, pick up her dribble, shoot for two, no, but an offensive board, a putback and a foul. Ella Larkin starting to establish herself inside now for Bishop Carroll. She's got the last 4 points for the Lady Eagles and will go to the line with a chance to pull the team back within 4. It's 33-28. Aquinas leads. 3:14 to play here in the third quarter. The freshman Larkin at the line with one shot. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Pearson of Aquinas. Lady Saints quickly ahead. Out to the wing. Jackson thought about a three. Instead, she'll get it outside to Pearson. Cross-court pass to Townsell. Down to the corner. Skelton inside to Willegy, and she'll bank it home. Serena Willegy starting to take over here for St. Thomas Aquinas now. 35-28. The Saints over the Eagles. 2:48 to go, third quarter. McFerrin comes off a pick, starts to drive, backs out, passes it to Landwehr. Landwehr across to Schuckman. And back to Landwehr now. She'll drive, kick, and now cross-court pass. Schuckman underneath, up for two, good. Freshman Chloe Schuckman gets involved now. 35-30, St. Thomas Aquinas leads. 2:10 to play in the third quarter. Pass underneath, losing the ball. Loose on the floor, picked up by Ella Larkin and nearly walked with, and finally it will be thrown away there by Bishop Carroll, and a timeout called by St. Thomas Aquinas. Odd exchange there. I thought McFerrin might have gotten away with a walk on the baseline before for Bishop Carroll, and so did the St. Thomas Aquinas faithful, but then it ends up being a turnover anyway, and Aquinas able to get the timeout. Timeout on the floor, 35-30, a minute 59 to play, third quarter. Back in a moment on 810varsity.com.
Be seen this spring at the 810 Varsity Combines this April and May in Kansas City. Register your 40, shuttle, broad jump, and times for colleges, plus drills and instructions from the best. And the MVPs from each combine get an invite to the U.S. Army Combine. The 810 Varsity Combines. Get better. Be seen. Details at 810varsity.com.
Back to Landon Arena, the Kansas Expo Center here on 810varsity.com. Class 5A Girls State Championship game. St. Thomas Aquinas leads Bishop Carroll 35-30. A minute 53 to go, third quarter. Blythe Pearson drives baseline, picks up at the block, gets it back out to Alegi, almost lost it out of bounds. Guarded closely by Ho, back to a man-to-man defense being played by Bishop Carroll after the zone was very effective earlier. Alegi guarded by Ho out on the wing. Up top to Pearson. Goes underneath to Townsell, and she'll get it in off the block. 8 points for Elena Townsell, and it's back to a 7-point advantage now for St. Thomas Aquinas. Front court, Bishop Carroll. Hannah Landwehr with the basketball. She comes off a pick by Ho. She'll drive the lane, kick outside. Now Larkin will drive the right side of the lane. Stop, pop, bucket, and one! Ella Larkin with 6 points now for the freshman here in the second half. Serena Walegi called for the personal. Her second. At the line. Free throw good from Larkin. She's got 7 now in this game, and it's a 4-point Aquinas advantage, 37-33, as Bishop Carroll kind of picks up a little bit of a full court press here. A minute 3 to go, third quarter. Aquinas with it in front court. Hartnett, right wing to Skelton. Madison Skelton will drive baseline, pick up, pass back out. Resetting the offense now. Walegi will drive the left side of the lane, elevate for two, too strong, no. Rebound, Bishop Carroll. Allison McFerrin, and a foul called on Aquinas. Elena Townsell picking up her second personal, and that's team foul number 5 on the Lady Saints. 46.4 seconds to play, third quarter. Carroll brings it across the half-court line. They trail 37-33, but they trailed by 10 at halftime. So Bishop Carroll making a little run here through the lane. McFerrin too strong, but an offensive board by Ho. Two-pointer no good, and a rebound to Walegi. Now Walegi double-teamed in back court. She'll get it ahead. Molly Hartnett gets it across half-court. 20 seconds to play, third quarter. She's guarded closely here as she gets it away to Blythe Pearson. Aquinas looks like they're going to try to hold for the last shot of the third quarter. 10 seconds to play here. And a foul call against Bishop Carroll. 9.8 seconds to play, third quarter. 37-33, St. Thomas Aquinas with the advantage. Hadley Kirshen will check in for the first time for Bishop Carroll. Out will come Chloe Shuckman. Pass into Walegi here. And now back to Hartnett, guarded closely by Kirshen. 3 on the way. Good! Blythe Pearson hit it. 1 second, no time. Shot does not count. And at the end of 3, St. Thomas Aquinas 40, Bishop Carroll 33. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the final quarter of action here on 810varsity.com.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education. With small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors, Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Back to Landon Arena, 810varsity.com's coverage of Kansas State High School Activities Association Class 5A State Championships. I'm Justin McCluskey, and we're settling in for the fourth quarter of this girls' state title game. St. Thomas Aquinas 40, Bishop Carroll 33 is your score. Bishop Carroll was down by 10 at halftime, 28-18. They came back to keep it close with Aquinas the entire third quarter, but then Blythe Pearson nailed a triple just before the buzzer, re-extending the Saints' lead to 7, and they get the ball to start the fourth quarter here. Left wing Wileggi with it. Swing it back out. Pearson dumps it underneath to Thomas, up at the top of the key, actually. Townsville tries to go inside to Wileggi, has it tipped away, and now Wileggi loses it. Ball on the ground, a scramble for it. Jump ball called, possession arrow will favor Bishop Carroll here. So Lady Eagles able to force the turnover with 7:32 to go in this game. They trail by 7. That jump ball is a huge call here. McFerrin just going to let it bounce, and now she'll pick it up near half court. Brings it into front court to set up the offense for the Lady Eagles. McFerrin, right wing to Landwehr. Goes underneath to Brittany Ho. She backs down Thomas. Goes up for 2. No good. Rebound Aquinas and passing ahead. Molly Hartnett off and running with it. She'll go all the way. Can't hit it, but a foul called. Foul on Hannah Landwehr. That is her first, and it will send the freshman Hartnett to the line. She'll shoot 2. 7:12 to go in this game. St. Thomas Aquinas leading 40-33. First free throw is good. Second free throw coming. Also good. Molly Hartnett has 8. 7:10 to go fourth quarter. 42-33 your score. St. Thomas Aquinas a 9-point edge here, trying to go back-to-back with state titles. Into the lane, McCory passes it out to Ho. No good. Tipped around. Rebounded by McCory. She'll throw it back out and throw it into backcourt. That's going to be an over and back call against Bishop Carroll. She had the right idea, try to kick it outside to try to get another three-point shot opportunity while everybody was sucked in low for St. Thomas Aquinas. Just threw it a little bit too far. Aquinas inbounds now. Hartnett with the basketball. That's underneath. Serena Wileggi outside. Air ball, no good. Rebound Ho. McFerrin on the right wing with it. Into the lane, curls back out, looking behind her for Brittany Ho. She gets it to her. Hannah Landwehr with the basketball. Landwehr drives to the baseline, backs out. Back to Brittany Ho now. 42-33, Aquinas leads. 6:10 to play in this ball game. Class 5A Girls State Championship. McCarron for 3. Front iron, no good. Rebound to Hartnett, and while she's on the ground, timeout called by St. Thomas Aquinas. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them back here in 30 on 810varsity.com.
When do you think about your insurance? Chances are it's when you're paying your bill or filing a claim. At Briar Payne Mead, we always think about your insurance. It's what we do. Buying a car, having a baby, building a home, starting a business. Then it's time to call BPM at 913-681-099 or visit us on the web at bpminsurance.com. Great service and extremely competitive rates from the top-rated companies. Briar Payne Mead, 913-681-099. That's 913-681-099.
Back to Landon Arena here on 810varsity.com. 6:02 to play in this game. St. Thomas Aquinas with the basketball. They lead by 9, 42-33. Landwehr was on Hartnett, and now Bishop Carroll not putting enough pressure, I don't think, not playing with urgency yet. Still trailing by 9, 5:40 to play. Aquinas, Pearson will drive baseline, pick up her dribble, get it out to Townsell. Now up to the top of the key to Thomas, and now back outside. Molly Hartnett will reset the offense for the Lady Saints. They lead by 9 here, 42-33, 5:25 to play in this one. Content with just moving the ball around, and now it's a steal by Bishop Carroll. Good job by McCory. Larkin will try to go all the way, and she does. Lays it in for 2. Ella Larkin with 9. 45-42. Aquinas still leads. Carroll still not putting pressure on him. Hartnett gets across half court, and now she's trapped. Passes off to Alegi. Serena will drive in, kick it off. Pearson will elevate for 3 and make it. Blythe Pearson, 2 dagger three-pointers in this second half, and it's 45-35 in favor of Bishop Carroll, and now an injury on the floor and a whistle blown. And it will be a timeout on the floor taken by Bishop Carroll here. 4:47 to play in this game. 45-35. St. Thomas Aquinas back up by 10 on Bishop Carroll, and it was the dagger 3 of Blythe Pearson who put it in, and she was also the girl that hit the dagger 3. At the end of the third as well. So Bishop Carroll back with the basketball now. Inbound, McFerrin gets it to Larkin. Ella Larkin back out top, swinging it around right to left. McFerrin back to Landwehr. She'll pull up. No, McFerrin again, guarded by Pearson, keeping a hand in her face. Larkin will drive and hits. Ella Larkin with 11 points for a freshman in the state championship game here. 4:21 to go in the ball game. Saints 45, Eagles 37, and another timeout called on the floor. We'll take this one with them. Back in 30. You're on 810varsity.com. Back to Landon Arena here on 810varsity.com's coverage of Kansas State Championship basketball. St. Thomas Aquinas, the Lady Saints, 45-37 over Bishop Carroll. 4:21 to play in this game. It's far from over, but we'll see if Bishop Carroll can reinstitute their press. They had some success with it late in the third, but kind of fell away from it to begin the fourth, starting to get into that urgent time of the game. Just over 4 minutes to play once again, and it's an 8-point St. Thomas Aquinas advantage. And Aquinas will inbound now that Carroll is instituting the press. Pearson gets it in. Off to Townsell. Back to Pearson. Guarded closely here by McFerrin. Nothing easy. Nearly a and it is a steal and a lay-in, but they say a foul on the floor, not a shooting foul. So that was a good foul by Hartnett, even if she couldn't possess the ball. That is the 6th team foul, so instead Carroll did get the cake away, but instead of the and one opportunity, they'll just have to inbound underneath their basket. No more fouls to give, though, for St. Thomas Aquinas. 6 team fouls now. Carroll will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Long pass in. Ashton McCory with it. Back to McFerrin in the corner. She'll shoot 3, and she'll hit 3. Allison McFerrin hits the three-pointer, and it's back to a 5-point game. And a foul in backcourt. Hannah Landwehr called for the foul. That's team foul number 5, and that's a good foul by Bishop Carroll. They still have a couple more to give. Landwehr will sub out, and Chloe Schuckman will step back in for Bishop Carroll. Rebound or inbounding on the side. Getting it into Thomas, gets it back to Hartnett. She'll try to go down the lane, lay it up, and in for two. She's in double figures now with 10. 47-40 Aquinas leads. 3:48 to go in this one. McFerrin picks up her dribble. Bounce pass away to McCory, and McCory's fouled. Serena Wileggi called for her third personal, 7th team foul, and that's going to send the senior Ashton McCory to the line. She'll shoot two.
Her third personal, team foul number 7. McCory at the line shooting 1-1.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Rebound by Thomas. A whistle as the ball is thrown away. Tipped out of bounds by Bishop Carroll, so Aquinas will keep it here. 47-40 remains the score. 3:41 to go in this one. Wileggi with the ball in backcourt. She'll calmly bring it across half. Pass to the right wing. Pick up pass, and it's taken away. A steal for Bishop Carroll's Ella Larkin. McFerrin pressing the tempo ahead, into the lane, all the way through the lane and out to the wing. McCory, bounce pass underneath to Ho. She goes up for two, no good. Rebound, Wileggi of Aquinas. And a hold called in backcourt against Ashton McCory. The senior picking up her 4th personal. And that's the team's 6th foul. Or rather, Larkin called for the personal. That is her 3rd.
Madison Skelton back in for St. Thomas Aquinas.
Skelton will check back in now for the Lady Saints. Townsell to inbound. Whistle blows before there's even an inbound, and we'll walk to the other end. Allison McFerrin picking up her first personal foul. It's team foul number 7, and we'll walk to the other end here. Wileggi will go to, or actually it's going to be Blythe Pearson going to the free throw line. Shooting 1-and-1 here. Team fouls are 7 apiece. It's 47-40. St. Thomas Aquinas still with the lead. 3:08 to play in this game. Front end, no good. And Ho doesn't get the rebound. Wileggi does. And she steps out of bounds in the corner, however. So it will be a turnover for Aquinas. Carroll will take back over on offense. 3:05 to play in the game. Bishop Carroll trails St. Thomas Aquinas 47-40 here in the Class 5A Girls State Championship game. McFerrin the basketball for Carroll. She comes off a pick set by Ho, and you're going to say a moving screen. Illegal screen call. And that will be a turnover. Brittany Ho's 3rd personal foul. Aquinas inbounds long and a hold called. Ho called again. That is her 4th personal foul now. Landwehr will check in for Carroll. Schuckman comes out. Blythe Pearson at the line, shooting 1-and-1. Rattles home on the first. The junior with 9. 48-40 St. Thomas Aquinas. 2:57 to play, 4th quarter. Back iron no good on the second. Rebound tipped around. Eventually comes down to Bishop Carroll, and they had some miscommunication. Lose it out of bounds after a collision. Shuckman will check in, and a timeout called. 2:52 to play in this one. 48-40. St. Thomas Aquinas leads Bishop Carroll, and we'll be back in a minute here on 810varsity.com.
Hutchinson Community College has over 70 academic and more than 40 technical programs providing an outstanding education. With small classroom sizes and award-winning instructors, Hutch CC has an active campus life with over 50 student organizations and nationally ranked athletic teams. Hutch CC has many opportunities when it comes to your higher education. Take classes on the main campus in Hutchinson through your outreach centers in Newton or McPherson and online. Earn credits while still in high school. Schedule your visit today or visit hutchcc.edu. Hutchinson Community College, your education destination.
Back to Landon Arena at the Kansas Expo Center here on 810varsity.com. 2:52 to play in this ball game. 48-40. Saints lead the Eagles. And they have the ball inbounds down in the corner. Pass in Wileggi. Gets it outside. It's Hartnett with it. Townsell now to Thomas at the top of the key. Allison Thomas gets it away to Hartnett and back to Townsell, spreading the ball around and trying to get the time down. 48-40 they lead. 2.5 minutes to play in this one. St. Thomas Aquinas can taste their second consecutive state title. And now a steal by Bishop Carroll. Landwehr with it. She bounce passes it away. A layup no good from Shuckman, and the rebound to Aquinas and a foul. We'll walk to the other end. McFerrin called for the foul. That's her second personal. And Allison Thomas will go to the line, shooting 2 here. Or shooting, yes, 2. It's 10 team fouls on the Eagles. Back iron no good on the first. 48-40, St. Thomas Aquinas leads. 2:18 to play in this Class 5A state championship game. Bishop Carroll attempting to win, or excuse me, St. Thomas Aquinas attempting to win their second consecutive girls basketball state championship. Seeing these seniors out as back-to-back champions. Serena Wileggi and Allison Thomas, Kayla Navy, Grace Jacobs are the seniors for the Lady Saints. Second free throw is good from Thomas, and she's got 10. 10 points to go along with 7 boards. Into front court comes McFerrin for Bishop Carroll. 2:12 to play in the ball game. McFerrin off to Landwehr. Long 2 on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out long, comes to Hartnett, and she is fouled. 2:03 to go, and we'll walk to the other end. Molly Hartnett will shoot 2 here for St. Thomas Aquinas. Hannah Landwehr picking up her third personal foul. Team 11 on Carroll. Hartnett makes her first free throw. She leads the Lady Saints with 11 points in this game. Second free throw is good. McFerrin into front court. All the way, coast to coast. Too strong on the layup. Rebound to Wileggi. And Aquinas in back court. Pearson is going to be fouled. That's Ashton McCory. McCory is the lone senior for this Bishop Carroll girls team. That is her fourth personal foul as we walk to the other end again. Pearson will shoot here. They lead by 11, 51-40. A minute 52 to play in this one. St. Thomas Aquinas can really taste their second consecutive state title now. Front iron no good on the first free throw. And the second free throw good as well from Pearson. 52-40. St. Thomas Aquinas a 12-point lead, a minute 40 to go. In the lane up for two, no good, and a rebound and a jump ball called. Possession arrow will favor Aquinas. Schuckman will check back in, and Hannah Landwehr will check out. Willegy takes the inbounds pass. She's double-teamed. Gets it out to Elena Townsell. Hartnett is fouled. She crosses half court. Foul called on Chloe Schuckman. That's her third. So Hartnett will go to the line and shoot two here for St. Thomas Aquinas. A minute 33 to go in this one.
Hartnett at the line, shooting 2 shots.
First free throw good. 13 points now for Molly. Second free throw good as well. 14 points for the sophomore Molly Hartnett to lead the scoring for the Lady Saints in the state championship game. 54-40. They lead by 14 with a minute 20 to go. Bishop Carroll down the lane. Larkin for two, no good. And the rebound goes out of bounds, and not quite. The Lady Saints end up getting it. Hartnett tracks it down in the corner. Holds the ball. Hartnett drives baseline now. Bounce pass across to Thomas. Back and out top to Pearson. Left wing to Willegy. A minute to play. Ball poked away for a second. Willegy gets it back. Blythe Pearson to Allison Thomas. Inside to Elena Townsell. She'll lay it up. No good. Rebound Willegy has it poked away and a foul call. 51.1 seconds to play in this game. 54-40 St. Thomas Aquinas. And that is a foul on Ashton McCory, the senior for Bishop Carroll. The lone senior for the Lady Eagles will foul out of this game. 13 points in her final game as a Golden Eagle. Free throw no good for Willegy. 51.1 seconds to play. 54-40, Aquinas leads. Second free throw also no good, and the rebound to Larkin of Bishop Carroll. McFerrin with the basketball. Comes off a pick. She'll shoot the three. Iron no good. Rebound to Thomas. Back comes Aquinas. Across the court. Townsell lost it and had to save it in. Saves it back to Bishop Carroll. McFerrin behind the back. They trail by 14. 54-40. 20 seconds to go. Three on the way. No good. Rebound to Thomas for the Lady Saints. Pass ahead to Elena Townsell. Now to Serena Willegy. She'll hold the ball for 10 seconds here. The Lady Saints are going to be back-to-back 5A state champions. The final horn sounds. Your final score, St. Thomas Aquinas 54. Bishop Carroll 40. St. Thomas Aquinas, their second state championship in as many years here at the Kansas Expo Center. Last year they were a lower-seeded team. They came in and they won their way to the state title. This year they were the number 2 seed. And after yesterday, Bishop Carroll was able to knock off the number 1 seeded Lady Reds of Liberal. They couldn't do the same to the number 2 seed St. Thomas Aquinas. And these two teams will continue to be good for many, many years. Bishop Carroll, just 1 senior on their roster, so they're going to return almost everybody next year. Will the Lady Eagles? We'll stay live here for the trophy presentation, as well as the handing out of the medals here for both the runners-up and the state champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, at center court, Shawnee County Commissioner Kevin Cook holds the medals for both teams. Will the head coach from Bishop Carroll, Taylor Dugan, step forward, please. She will present her medals to her team. Number 1, Ashton McCory. Number 2, Cody Shepman. Number 5, Anna Otero. Number 10, Rebecca Hegeman. Number 11, Emily Christian. Number 14, Erin Warden. Number 15, Alana Larkin. Number 22, Allison McFarland. Number 23, Hannah Landwehr. Number 24, Brittany Huddle. Number 25, Malone Sullivan. Number 34, Jenna Wellesby. And with the representatives from Bishop Carroll, please step forward to receive your runner-up trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Bishop Carroll, Golden Eagles. And now, with the head coach of St. Thomas Aquinas, Rick Hetzel, please step forward. Representing the medals to his team. His team number 2, Caleb Navy. Number 4, Molly Hartnett. Number 10, Grace O'Keefe. Number 11, Rolf Pearson. Number 15, Elena Townsend. Number 20, Grace Jacobs. Number 23, Madison Skelton. Number 30, Kylie Jackson. Number 32, Sophia Walechi. Number 40, Julia Elsener. Number 42, Allison Thomas. Number 44, Claire Thomas. With the representatives from St. Thomas Aquinas, please step forward to receive their championship trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints.
Congratulations to the Lady Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas getting their pictures taken with the trophy for the second year in a row. Back-to-back state championships for them. Congratulations again to St. Thomas Aquinas. Let the celebration commence in Overland Park. Your final score again, St. Thomas Aquinas 54, Bishop Carroll 40. Back with the boys' state championship game in about 30 minutes. You've been listening to Kansas State High School Activities Association 5A State Girls Basketball on 810varsity.com.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Here's a fact. Each year, Colby Community College ranks among the best for graduation and retention rates at two-year public colleges. Students choose to complete their degrees at CCC for a lot of reasons. With growing online course options, strong academic support services, renovated student housing, and competitive athletic programs, it's a great time to be a Trojan. You see, at Colby Community College, we don't just enroll students, we enroll future graduates. And now, it's your turn. Call admissions or visit colbycc.edu to find out why Colby Community College students finish what they start.
America never stops. Thanks to the financial support of Farm Credit, neither do the farmers and ranchers who call her home. Since the beginning, we've been helping rural America show the world what hard work can achieve. But the job is far from over. And as rural America grows further, we'll be there, just as we have for 100 years.
Yost Farm Supply, with locations in St. Francis, Goodland, and Imperial, Nebraska, has a wide variety of New Holland farm machinery to accommodate your farming needs. From their state-of-the-art combines, tractors, sprayers, hay tools, and balers, all to go along with their professional and friendly parts and service departments. You can rest assured that with New Holland and Yost Farm Supply, you'll be farming smarter and not harder. Find them online at yostfarmsupply.com.